Hello, and thanks once again for tuning in to another segment of the Fitness Whisperer. So before I start, I'd like to just point out that there is some window cleaners here at the building cleaning the windows this week. So if you notice that there's a rope swinging back and forth behind me as I'm talking to you guys, please just try to ignore it, okay? They're just cleaning the windows. All right, so I got an email this week. She has an elderly mother who has cold feet and cold hands. She's tried many different things to fix the problem, but nothing seems to work. So she sent me an email asking my opinion on ways, or my suggestions on ways to help her mother have her hands and her feet warm up. And it is quite a problem, especially among the older population, where their hands and their feet get really cold, and no matter what they do to try to fix the issue, it just seems to still continue to stay cold. So today I'm going to talk about ways and suggestions that yourself or anyone that you have or know in your family that has this problem, maybe some of my recommendations can help them feel a little bit better and enjoy a little bit of a better quality of life. Okay, so I'll start off with the hands first. So the reason the majority of the time people get cold hands is because of a lack of circulation. What happens is, and I'll put my arm up, so the forearm muscle here gets really tight, and once that gets tight, it restricts circulation down to the hands and to the fingers, right? So that's one way that hands get cold. Another way that hands get cold, speaking along the lines of circulation, is whenever there's a fluctuation in weather. So when the weather gets cold, the veins going down to the hands and the fingers contract because it's cold outside, and that restricts circulation, and then the hands get cold as well. Those are the two main reasons why the hands get cold. All in all, it's all about blood circulation and the lack thereof, okay? So one great way of getting the fingers and the hand warmed up is to simply just wiggle the finger. Just wiggle them around, keep wiggling the fingers, and what that does is that it stimulates circulation down to the fingers and it warms them up. If you notice that you get numbness in your hands and your hands are cold, then what I would suggest, along with wiggling your fingers, is to also just very gently rub, just very, very gently rub your forearm muscle. Now just move your thumb around, move it from the side over to the front and even along the arm. Now you may notice that certain areas on your forearm, when you rub it, might feel a little bit sore than other parts of your forearm. And what I would recommend is for you to hone in and focus on the part of your forearm that's sore. What that probably is that you have a knot right here in the forearm, and by you massaging it, you're going to help release that knot, and you're going to promote better blood flow and better blood circulation to the fingers and to the hand. So really try to and you don't have to squeeze very hard. You can do it yourself. Or if you have a loved one, you can just do it to, you can just massage their forearm. And what you can do as you're massaging their forearm is, if the pain becomes really unbearable, I would recommend that you ease up with the massage. And just, a nice gentle massage. It's not supposed to be painful, but at the same time, try to make it effective. You do not have to be a massage therapist to do this. Just get the thumb, really focus on the thumb, and just get the thumb going on the forearm, and just move the thumb in a circular direction, right? And just go all the way around the arm, the forearm, and like I said, go all the way up. But really try to focus on the area where it feels a little bit uncomfortable, even if you have to come all the way down to the elbow. Focus on all that area as well. So not only is the forearm an important part to focus on when it comes to blood circulation, also do the top of the forearm as well. So you can just get your fingers and just move in a circular direction, right? Just move the fingers just like this in a circular direction. And same thing, start from the bottom of the arm and just work your way up. And the same thing, if you feel any part of your arm that's a little bit uncomfortable or a little bit sore, really focus on that and just, focus on getting rid of that knot in the forearm, okay? So I would recommend that you do that for at least 3 to 5 minutes. Once you're done that, same thing, wiggle your fingers around, okay? And let's do the same thing with the other arm. Now, you might only have poor circulation in one hand, but I would recommend that you massage both hands. Just wiggle the fingers and massage the forearm as well, okay? Now, another reason why a lot of people get cold hands and cold fingers is just from sitting at the office and typing on the computer, right? If you're in this position and you're typing for an extended period of time, same thing. You're going to restrict blood circulation to the hands and to the fingers, and you're going to find that your hands are going to either A, feel numb, or they're going to feel cold as well. And another thing is, if you're constantly clicking and pointing with the mouse, that's also a major reason why the hands and the fingers get numb and or cold as well. Okay, so really focus, like I said, and I can't specify enough. Wiggle the fingers around. I would recommend that you wiggle the fingers for at least 20 seconds. Now you don't have to be really aggressive. Just, nice movement. Really get your fingers moving for about 20 seconds, and then move down to the forearms. Like I said, use the thumb. Go in a circular direction. Really try to find that spot in your forearm that's sore, and really focus on working out that knot. And then progress to the top of the hand. 4 fingers, same thing, and just circular direction, circular motion on top of the hand. And same thing, if you can find an area that's a little bit sore, then really hone in on that. If not, just give it a good massage. And you want to spend 3 to 5 minutes doing that, okay? So commit to it, take the time, wiggle the fingers for 20 to 30 seconds, and then start focusing on the forearm for 3 to 5 minutes, okay? This is not a quick fix. Your hands and your arm is not gonna feel warmer right away. Sometimes, in some situations, you might feel a little bit of a relief after you finish doing those couple of exercises. But in general, it's gonna take, I would recommend that you do it at least once a day, and it's going to take for your hands to consistently and your fingers to consistently warm up and stay warm without you having to do anything. Give it 4 to 8 weeks, if not 12 to 16 weeks. I mean, give it a while, right? Because your brain has to understand that you're trying to promote blood flow and blood circulation, and it takes a while for the body to react to exactly what you're doing to it. It's just like exercising. If you start working out, it's not going to happen right away. It's going to take, for your body to react to the exercise, it's going to take 4 to 12 to 16 weeks. For those of you who have watched my very first video, it's titled Getting Started. I have a theme called the 16-week challenge, and the same thing applies here. It's going to take roughly 16 weeks for your forearm to calm down and for the knot to release, and for your fingers and for your hands to warm up and to stay warm on a regular basis, right? So give it some time, be patient, but commit to it. Once a day, 3 to 5 minutes, wiggle the fingers for 20 seconds and massage the forearm and the top of the arm for at least 3 to 5 minutes every day, okay? And you will find over a period of time that the coldness and the numbness in your hands is going to go away, and you're going to feel a lot better and enjoy a much, much better quality of life, okay? So commit to it. You owe it to yourself. All right, so that's the hands and the fingers. Now, when it comes to the feet, the same thing applies. The feet are usually cold because of a tight calf muscle. The calf muscle is tight, so it's restricting blood circulation down to the feet. Or there might be a little bit of a fluctuation in the weather. So when the weather gets cold, the veins going down to the feet contract, and it restricts blood flow to the feet as well. So the same thing applies. You want to promote blood circulation. So what I would recommend that you do is to just, same thing, get the thumb and just gently go in a circular motion and massage the calf. You can actually use both hands and just rub the back of the calves, move the hands around, rub the calves, and the same thing applies here. If you feel any part of your calf that's uncomfortable, really hone in on massaging, and same thing, you don't want it to be painful, but give it a nice gentle massage in the part of your calf that's uncomfortable, and commit 3 to 5 minutes as well, okay, on that calf. Now you don't only want to massage the back of the calf, you also want to massage the shin as well. So just give the shins, same thing, massage the shins going down to your feet or going down to your ankle and back up again, and commit to that 3 to 5 minutes. And the same thing, if you find any discomfort in your shins, really hone in on where that discomfort is and give it a good massage, 3 to 5 minutes, okay? Commit to it. Now, just like I said about wiggling your fingers before you start massaging your forearm, the same thing applies to your feet. Wiggle your toes for about 20 seconds, right? Just try to move them around as much as you can. And then you want to start massaging your calves and your shin for at least 3 to 5 minutes as well. And the same thing applies. What you're doing is promoting blood flow, and you'll find over a period of time, if you commit to it every day, 3 to 5 minutes, you'll find that your feet will not only warm up after you finish massaging them and wiggling your toes, you'll find that your feet are going to stay warm on a consistent basis. And same thing, give it at least 4, 8, 12, even up to 16 weeks for you to notice a drastic change, okay? Now, there's been a lot of talk about compression socks as well. Compression socks are great. Those of you who don't know what compression socks are, and this is for the feet, compression socks are designed, you put them on, they look like regular socks, but they're designed to promote blood circulation down to the feet. So if yourself or if you have someone in the family that suffers from chronic cold feet, you might want to go ahead and invest in a pair of compression socks for them. That combined with the massaging and the wiggling of the toes, you'll find over a period of time that their feet will definitely get a lot warmer. They won't have an issue with the feet getting cold. As far as cold extremities, the hands and the feet, I did touch on a few reasons that were work-related, like I said, about typing and using the mouse key. And when the weather changes, the veins contract in the hands and the feet get cold as well. But there's also certain health conditions as well. So for people who are diabetic, they have a real issue when it comes to blood circulation. So people who are diabetic, you'll find that their hands and their feet are cold as well. For those of you out there who are diabetic, or if you know someone who is diabetic, the same thing applies. Do the massaging, do the wiggling of the hands and the feet, commit to the massage for at least 3 to 5 minutes. As a matter of fact, for people out there who are diabetic, I recommend that you commit to the massage for at least 5 minutes every day. The forearm and the calves and the shins and the top of the arm as well, 5 minutes every day. And when it comes to wiggling the toes and the feet, instead of doing it for 20 seconds, I would recommend that you do it for 30 to 40 seconds, and then you go into the massage for 5 minutes, okay? And that's for the population out there that's diabetic. So commit to it, be patient, be consistent, and you will notice over a certain period of time, like I said, 4 to 8, up to 16 weeks, you will definitely notice a drastic difference in the temperature of your hands and your feet, and you'll be able to lead a much, much better quality of life, okay? So that is it. It's a pretty short video today. I just want to touch on that subject, and hopefully the individual who sent me this email, I was able to answer their question for them. And for those of you out there who have, and I say this every time, for those of you out there who have any questions about anything that's health related, fitness related, just send me a quick email. You can reach me at thefitnesswhisperer_7@gmail.com. Send me an email. It may take me a few days or even up to a week or so to read it. And if it's something worth talking about, I'll definitely try to have it posted here on YouTube as a video. But I would at a minimum respond back to your email. So if you have any questions out there, send me an email, okay? And if you do like what I'm saying and you want to continue to follow my videos, just hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that like as well. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can reach me at The Fitness Whisperer. That's pretty much it. Thanks for watching my video, folks, and bye for now.